Past three. My. It's a good day. It's a good day for good conversations. It's once again a good time for you and I, to look at the issues characterizing our society. A closed mouth, they say, is a closed destiny. So we will endeavor to speak and stay on the side of truth. This we will do on the show today. And if you are listening in for the first time, you're listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info, your news talk sports radio station. We're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We are active on X, Nigeria Info PH. And we are live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. All right, it's great to have you. I am Kalada Kurubatubo. You can call me Kalada, and you can follow me on social media as well. The Kalada, TheKalada. All right, welcome. As it is our culture on the show, we usually start with the big stories and then we move on to a topical issue, the 4 o'clock hour. And today we will be looking at the local government elections yet again, the rumors and allegations that they are setting favorites to the various offices of chairmen at the various local government areas in the state. Remember, the 5th of October is the date slated for the election. We have been told by RESEC that non-sensitive materials for the elections have arrived. So it's really getting interesting and really getting, very, very interesting. And it's something that you and I should be on the lookout for every now and then. The 5 o'clock hour would have another topical conversation. 6 o'clock hour, we will do the roundup. We call it the open season. And the show will culminate by 7 p.m. when extra time would start. That's time for the sports crew to come in and give you all the wonderful stories from the sports in world. And of course, today is Champions League day, so you would get all the wonderful stories from the Champions League as well. So let's quickly get to the big stories without further ado. Let's get to the big stories right now. My first big story, when I laugh like that, something interesting is coming your way. So yesterday, the PDP governors met. They arrived at a resolution. I think I did mention it in passing while we were rounding off the show yesterday. The PDP governors said that they would give the structure to Siminalayi Fubara, governor of Rivers State. They would give the structure to him. Remember, you and I, we've always talked about the structure. We've always mentioned how the structure has been the reason for the political battle in Rivers State. Now, the PDP governors who at a certain time, as a matter of fact, the entire PDP, in my opinion, at a certain time, seemed quiet. But now the PDP governors have been vocal. And from my observation, I might be wrong, they have been vociferous, started when the Supreme Court gave, or after the Supreme Court gave that judgment removing the control of local government from the hands of governors. I'm just observing and insinuating. I'm not saying that's facts. However, they have been very vocal. This is the third time they are meeting in the space of 2 months thereabout, and they have declared yet again their support for Siminalayi Fubara, governor of Rivers State. They've also said that they would speak with the National Working Committee and stakeholders, expanded stakeholders, to ensure that Damagam goes back to his natural position as the vice national chairman of the party. I think vice national chairman north of the party, and that some sort of election or whatever it is be done so that the chairmanship position of the PDP would go back to the North Center. Remember, I was the one who had that seat, and the political battle started when Nyesom Wike asked for the removal of Iyochia Ayu. Okay, so I know a lot of newspapers and media platforms have been reporting that the National Working Committee is now on the side of the PDP Governors Forum. As a matter of fact, if you listen to that sound or watch the video, you realize that it was a portion of the National Working Committee led by the National Legal Advisor, who, by the way, has been at odds with the Secretary and the acting National Chairman of the Working Committee. Take a listen to Bala Mohammed.
On a delegation of the National Working Committee of the PDP, ably led by the National Legal Advisor, Barrister Kamaluddin Ajibade, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and 5 others. We discussed extensively on the PDP, the legacy establishing the PDP in terms of its historical significance, the shaping of the national development as evidenced by our 16 years of good rule in the country, and of course the upgrading of our core values of good governance, respect of the rule of law, and the unity of the country, and indeed providing a very stable platform for sustainable democracy for our dear nation. Along that line, we discussed extensively the need for collaboration between the Nigerian Governors Forum, the PDP Governors Forum, and the National Working Committee, so that some of the issues that result in litigation, issues that cannot be resolved, will be resolved on the table. It is along this line that we collectively agreed the need for rule of law, and the delegation gave their firm commitment or support to the position of the Nigerian Governors for PDP on Rivers State, where we have an established practice in which any governor in any state that is coming from the party is the leader of the party and would therefore have the structure of the party for sustainability. That commitment on behalf of the Governors Forum, we are very grateful to the National Working Committee, ably led by the legal advisor. We also discussed some of the legal issues that are lingering, and I use the opportunity on behalf of the Governors Forum to ask the delegation to convey our appreciation to the acting national chairman and to insist that please, those committees they have set up on reconciliation and disciplinary issues should work in a manner that we will do it through consensus, through agreement, so that at least we will not create any political imbroglio. In conclusion, I seize the opportunity to thank them and to assure them going forward, Governors Forum will be meeting with them from time to time and to give them all the support so that we can have a well-knitted structure between all the organs of the party, the BOT, the NWC, and even some of the other organs like the former Governors Forum, former Ministers Forum, so that all the stakeholders will be talking in the same voice. So that in 2027, inshallah, Nigerians will have the hope of having PDP back and good governance back into the country. Thank you very much. On the summary of our discussion on what is on the table in the country about the change of leadership to get a permanent leadership in the party, because right now our brother from the Northeast is acting as chairman, and it is a constitutional aberration because according to our constitution, any vacancy that exists must be filled from where that vacancy is created. and we know the North Central have been craving for it, and we discussed the issue. We'll work with the acting national chairman and the working committee and the party to ensure that the Northeast is given and the North Central is given.
All right, I do have a commercial break coming up, but I'm going to quickly say this, that Bala Mohammed did say that Nyesom Wike is still his person, is still his friend. There's no enmity between anybody. It's just issues that need quick resolution, and that's what they are working towards. But then the structure of the party in the state must be held by the governor of the state. And, you also mentioned something about I will put fire in states, where governors are trying to take my structure. He said, no, that in his state, there would be no such thing. Nobody can put fire in his state. Anyways, when we do come back from a commercial, we'll look at the other big stories. The other big story, my second big story, has got to do with the Port Harcourt Refinery. And someone from the NNPCL explained as to why the Port Harcourt Refinery is yet to start operations and, did promise or say that there is the possibility it will start soon. Do stay tuned.
You are tuned in to
to Hard Facts at 92.3 Nigeria Info Port Harcourt. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH, and we're active on X, Nigeria Info PH. I am Kaladako Rubatu, and I'm bringing you right now the big stories. And I just finished up with the first one. Is about the PDP governor saying, hey, Similar Life Fubara, His Excellency is the leader of the PDP in the state. I wonder how the FCT minister will react to this, but we'll wait for that. For now, let's quickly take a look at the Port Harcourt Refinery, which has been a major source of conversation in the country for 9 months? 9 months since the beginning. I mean, even way beyond that. With the old Dangote refinery brouhaha, the focus is now shifting back to the Port Harcourt refinery. Why is it yet to start operation? December 2023, we were told mechanical completion was achieved. So why are we yet to refine petroleum products at the Port Harcourt, or should I say, the old Port Harcourt refinery? Now, someone speaking to newsmen or to a particular news platform did explain that the reason why the Port Harcourt refinery is yet to start is because there are certain technical issues that usually pop up at every stage or whenever they attempt to, kickstart operations. And he said that given how sensitive the refinery is, it would be wrong. It also be speculative, no matter how minor, and go ahead to start because that will start. I'm just going to read the article and read a bit of it, so it won't be as if I'm the one who's making up the story or trying to how things are. But where's it now? So the caption on Tribune newspaper is why the Port Harcourt refinery is not producing NNPCL, right? So I'm going to skip a lot of the, I'm just going to go to the part where one of the managerial staff of the refinery spoke to the Tribune newspaper, and the person I'm talking about is the executive vice president downstream at the NNPCL, and yes, he was talking. I'm talking about. Sorry, I got really distracted now. I'm talking about Ade Dakpo Shegun, and he said that the Port Harcourt Refinery brownfield facility completed its mechanical processes last December and distillation began in August. However, unforeseen technical issues have hindered progress towards full operation. He explained that the distillation process or distillation process heats up to 300 degrees Celsius, and even minor technical faults at such temperatures can halt operations. He further compared the situation to that of Dangote Refinery, a new greenfield facility which also experienced a lengthy period between mechanical completion and actual fuel production. Mr. Shegun, however, expressed optimism that the refinery would soon begin producing middle distillate, stating that they are working towards starting production at the refinery very soon. And I think he did say that there is the possibility that it would start operations this month. Yeah, there is the possibility it would start operations this month. So, I'd like to get your thoughts. But while all of that is happening, Dangote Refinery and NNPCL still having a go at each other's jugular. Now, the news that emerged this morning, talked about how the NNPCL is saying that Dangote does not have the capacity to refine petroleum products for the consumption, the entire consumption of, Nigeria. Dangote is saying that is not an accurate statement. As a matter of fact, right now we've churned out 110 million liters. So why can we not meet the demand? So there is that back and forth. While they are going back and forth, about 3 marketers have ordered for petroleum products into the country. These products will come in the coming weeks. And then the question is, how will all of these affect the oil market in the country? Right now, some people are saying it's too expensive. The market is saying Dangote's product is too expensive. But I'm wondering, with all of this back and forth, with all of these, you said, I didn't say, he said, all of that going on, how will it affect the oil sector in the country? And given all the rhetorics as it relates to Port Harcourt Refinery, I'd like to get your thoughts on that one as well. And finally, so I can open the phone lines and attend to some issues in the studio, my final conversation has got to do with the police command in Rivers State. So now we are told, we received the breaking news earlier today, I think early this afternoon, that Olufemi Abaniwonda is the new commissioner of police here in Rivers State. Olatinju Disu has been redeployed to Abuja, the force command, and now we have the former commissioner the former commissioner of Delta State, police commissioner of Delta State, now commissioner of police Rivers State. I like to say welcome, Olufemi Abaniwonda. I hope I pronounced the name very well, but I like to welcome him to Rivers State. But what do you think is the agenda for the past 2-3 days? We on the show have been talking about Speech Hostful, who was kidnapped, I think sometime on Tuesday last week, still in captivity, and we're saying, how do we ensure that our young people are protected? And we also have been talking about police not behaving the way they should on the road during stop and search. Remember, we talked about it sometime last week, and we're all expecting that the new police commissioner would also look into all of that. But more significantly, given the political sensitivity in the state, I'm wondering how the new police commissioner will tackle the issue at the local government level. Remember, the secretariats are still under lock and key. So I'd like to get your thoughts. It's time for me to open the phone lines. It's time for me to get your thoughts. Are you ready? It's always a pleasure having you on the show. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. Let's get the conversations rolling. I'd like to get your thoughts. Remember, we're live on Facebook. Remember that. I've got a couple of comments there. Udobong Jackson says, all commissioners of police in Nigeria now are Yorubas. Why? I don't think that's entirely true. No, that's not true. Leton Alexis Dumak Loki says, Sir Siminalayi Joseph Fubara is the PDP leader in Rivers State. All right, okay, so I'm going to go to the phone lines now. I've got Ida from Inkoro. Ida, welcome. Tell me what is on your mind, please.
Because today now, I'm going to one good restaurant to eat. I don't have money, but God just provide money for me. Because to give my mind, that the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, the leader of PDP in Rivers State, yes.
But the PDP governors, the PDP governors would have to go beyond just making a media statement to actually making it happen, right? I mean, think about it.
You know that the governors form the party.
Okay.
The governors form the party.
But people like Atiku also are said to fund the party. People like Wike are said to fund the party as well. People like past ministers and past presidents and past this and that, I also believe at one point to have funded the party or still funding the party. So it's not just the governors.
Those who don't fund the party, if you go through the party, I'm a party member. I know who fund the party.
Okay.
It's the elected governors that fund the party.
All right.
But without those people now, look at what happened 2014, 2015 when I make the left PDP. The 7 G governors. PDP could not win election. Because the G governors just move out. They cannot win election again. After time, Bala Mohammed. And the commissioner that just left for Harcourt now, I love that commissioner very well. That man worked very, very well. Kidnapping issue and many others to no longer see it again. So, goodbye to him and the president, the commissioner of police, please work to.
All right, thank you, Ida. I've got to go. I've got Robin from a chair. Robin, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Canada, man of the people.
I greet you. Welcome on the show. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, my brother. Have a sunny day. I am happy, particularly, that Tunji Disu has been deployed.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
Yes, because by my assessment as Commissioner of Police deployed to Rivers State, he was sitting on the fence.
But is he not supposed to sit? Is he not supposed to sit on the fence? Is police not supposed to be apolitical?
No. Police ought not to sit on the fence. Police should do his job.
Oh, really?
The young material who was caught, who was told by us, by the police, that was the one that masterminded the dynamite explosion near Presidential Hotel, has not been prosecuted till today till he left. So he was sitting on the fence. That is a critical matter.
Okay.
So I'm happy for his living. But the new one that has come again, let me advise him. He should go and find out what happened to Joseph Fumbo. Let him come here to discharge his duty as a citizen police officer. Okay. If he wants to play politics, they will throw the mud of politics in his way. Therefore, NNPCL, they should start and continue to dance the Fabagolo. They are dancing with our desire. For the time is ticking. We are very close to the end of the road.
All right.
Good afternoon, Canada. I am happy this afternoon. I remain
Robin Marja, the farmer. I've got Emeka from Elele Alimini. Emeka, welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
So I want to throw more light on the refinery. My dear brother, you have been hearing about this refinery, especially Harcourt and the Wike refinery. Right from 250, right from the Buhari time, they are putting money every year, every month from 2015 to 30, roughly 9 years. Up to now, nothing has happened in refinery. Are they trying to play with us? Which means the federal government is not ready for us. How can you tell us only to fix refinery? To fix refinery, not the new one, not building the new one, only to fix refinery. It's taking up to 10 years. Which Nigeria are we into? This problem is much.
All right.
Now, I told the people before that this Dangote that is coming will put everybody on a crossroad, this refinery. Now, see what is happening. We have a private refinery in Nigeria, and we are now buying a one petrol at the rate of 950.
Emeka, I've got to go. But thank you very much for your thoughts. Thank you. And Emeka's got me thinking, why are we so keen on importing when we should be? I mean, because a lot of the economists have said that if we can, ensure that we focus on local refining, it will help the Naira, because, crude and the business of crude is our mainstay as it relates to economy. I've got Frank from D-Line. Frank, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Batobo.
Good afternoon, Frank.
Yeah, let me dwell on the issue of the PDP governorship forum.
Okay.
Talking about the handing over structure to Governor Fubara. I would have advised PDP Governors Forum and National Working Committee of PDP, my own party, for them to put heads together and reconcile Nyesom, Wike, and Governor of the state.
But Frank, did you not hear?
The structure now, because if they cannot reconcile two of them, this structure issue will scatter PDP up to federal level.
Frank, I'm sorry. Frank, I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Did you not hear the minister last week say that there is no reconciliation between him and the governor? Is never going to support him politically ever again.
He said so, but that does not mean that if they meet him that he cannot shoot stone. No, he just out of anger. They need other people, just like Bala Muhammad had earlier said that Wike is his friend. So I think he has other friends like the governor of Oyo State. So if them put her together and meet them and discuss this matter, it will be a thing of course. But if they continue like this, I don't think it will do PDP do good in 2027 election. I don't want PDP to be losing election again, but the way they are standing, it look as if they are not ready to refute PDP. So this is my advice. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Muriel from Okrika. Muriel, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you. Good afternoon, Muriel.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Muriel.
Thank you. This is the African woman. Look, I think the governor should not take the governors forum. It should not take them seriously.
Okay.
Because they say one thing and they mean the other.
Okay.
Honestly, they speak from the both sides of their mouth. Just imagine Bello Mohamed saying,
Bala Mohamed.
Wike cannot burn down a state. And a person that came out to say he will put fire in all the cities. Do you know this state? Is it not the 13 or thereabouts?
Thereabouts, yeah.
If one person can put fire in all these states, is that not what the Kanye did? And yet they're holding that man down.
I mean,
when someone directly threatens you and your people that is going to put fire in your state, and you say we are still friends, and we are still very hypocritical, very a segment of the people can.
Oh my, Muriel, sorry, I've lost connection there. I wonder why. But I've got Gift from Yenagua. Gift, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Kalada, my brother, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
My happiness, you played the voice note of Bala Muhammad, the governor of Bashi State, and at the same time, Governors Forum chairman of PDP, my party. Because if you hear some of the headlines, you'll be laughing. How many, some people don't even know the number that make up that very National Working Committee. Thank God you talked about the people that has power in that National Working Committee. 3 persons, organizing secretary, the national secretary, then the chairman. Today there is no chairman, so the acting chairman from the north automatically becomes the chairman of the party. These 3 persons was not there with Bala Muhammad. Bala Muhammad said it loud and clear. My friend, we are talking about on how to come to consensus, not to bring problem to the party, to see how peace will reign. But consistently, he has been saying that particular thing. So I don't see any new thing here.
But I mean the structure, gifts from Yenagua, the structure to the governor is the new thing, the big thing, I should say, because he's insisting that the structure, according to the party's gentleman's agreement, should go to the governor of the state. And that's been the culture of the party.
Now, so that you understand, go to the governor. Bala Mohammed himself too is not serious with his own statement with himself. You earn it. No PDP member, whether you're in Bayelsa or anywhere, that they will hand over structure to you.
Do you just become do you just become the governor without earning it? Do you just become a governor of any state without going through the rigor of earning that position? There has to be something you do, no matter how little, to be governor of a state. So do you think the governor does not deserve to be governor?
All this one that you're saying now, according to we that are into politics, it is grammar.
Okay.
It is the people of that political party that will point their leader.
Okay.
Not PDP governors or APC governors coming to tell anybody that this is your leader. And I've been telling people, thank God, Bala Mohammed has said it with his own mouth. It is not constitutional. It has happened over and over. In Oyo State, it has happened before. It is not automatic for a governor. He said it is about tradition, not constitution. And this matter is before the law court. Nobody can do otherwise. You cannot take structure to anybody.
All right.
A man that brought you, a man that groomed you.
But I mean, but if the son is supposed to be greater than the father. Is that not what we say when we do motivation? All right, Gift, I've got to go. All right, thank you. I've got Hector from Obogoro. Welcome, Hector. It's good to have you on the show. Let's talk.
Thank you, Sheikh.
All right, yeah.
You cannot change the goalpost when it is your turn. So the goalpost, that tradition, must remain.
Okay.
The governor is the leader of the party. Wike was the governor of Rivers State, and the leadership of the PDP in Rivers State was not in dispute. It was not under contention. We have the likes of Ordele. Ordele did not compete with him that he must be the leader of the party. Wike was also brought in as the governor by people. Yes. The likes of Ordele and Anabaraba and the rest of them, they also brought Wike did not make himself governor because he's not God. He's not God.
Right.
People made him governor, and nobody will take for him. So he cannot be the leader. You are talking about other states. Yes, it is traditional, and the tradition is mind you. So those of them who are trying to bring in an APC, Tinubu was the lead, and Buhari was the president. APC tradition and tradition is different from PDP tradition and tradition. So they should not just make comparison. The governor is the leader of the party.
All right, then.
If they don't like it, they should leave.
But I do not know if he indeed is in charge of the structure, because even the statement of Bala Mohammed said, made it seem like they're going to take the structure and give it to him. So I don't know, am I the one who's not understanding because I'm not a politician? Because when you also look at the Congress is held, it looks like the governor was not allowed to be a party to it. You know how you guys play politics in Rivers State. But I'm going to read messages now. I mean, we could have talked about other stories. Other stories could have made it to the big stories today. But I mean, for instance, former Kogi State governor has now turned himself in. The back and the forth between him and the EFCC. He has now turned himself in, and he's going to answer to the 80 billion naira money laundering charge. All right. That we could have talked about. We could have also talked about the issue of it just skipped my head now. We could have talked about the issue of flooding. Yeah, flooding. So we are being told that the Lagdo Dam will be opened by Cameroon. However, what the Hydrological Services Agency is saying is that there may be no flooding. So I don't know if that's good news. I thought I should also mention that. But let's quickly read some messages on WhatsApp. Greetings, Canada. Soon 80% of the PDP structure will be behind Governor Fubara. By then, Mr. Wike will understand that when men are deeply pressed, they ignore the fear of the evil forest and answer the call of nature. Nicholas Erasmus with that saying there. The big stories. Harcourt Refinery may begin this month as NNPCL and Dangote Refinery argue over supply capacity. Am I the only one who believes these people are mocking us? Multiple postponements, yet these people are still making promises, shamelessly giving speeches. Gosh. And then to the PDP governors, Nyesom says Fubara must be leader of the party in the state. Has become a game of musical chairs. But guess what? We, the patriots of this country, are not impressed. It is not a question of the NWC handing over structure of Rivers PDP to Governor Sims. It is a question of what does the party constitution say. PDP is always falling hand. And then on the issue of the new commissioner of police in the state, to say, for the fact that he will now be Abuja police chief, I smell a grass cutter. Good day, my brother. Newton Ikira, thank you very much. And to Emmy Fiaga's message on WhatsApp on Governor Bala Mohammed proclamation, in my view, I think the governor and his colleagues are being Nicodemus. In the first instance, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is the leader of the PDP in Adamawa, while Governor Fintiri is the governor. Or is Adamawa state not part of the PDP governed state? And looking at performance by political parties in power, Bauchi is a PDP governed state, while Borno, Yobe are of the APC. Can Bauchi state measures Borno and Yobe states? I don't know what you can Bauchi state measure Borno and Yobe states in terms of work done for development now. So why would anyone clamor for a return of the PDP to power? They said Governor Fubara is the leader of the PDP in Rivers. I laugh. A leader without party structure, make them they play. Now let's look at some messages on Facebook. This one says, my advice to Rivers State Governor is start preparing to move to another party and leave PDP for Wike. Didi Chimeze with that one. Chika Oderi, Destiny Oye Chigoziri says, let's watch how it will happen. Port Harcourt Refinery work. Prince Obunka says, okay, all right. We don't fight Prince. Please restrain from making comments like that, please. Friday Amadi, Governor Fubara is the leader of the PDP party in Rivers State. If Wike does not like it, I'm going to stop there. Ife Sinachi Uji says, good afternoon. Port Harcourt Refinery may begin this month as NNPC and Dangote Refinery argue over supply capacity. These people don't have we the poor at heart at all. And Chanki Obina says, what happened between Markafi and Sharif will happen again. That the new chairman can stand. Court orders everywhere. Don't be surprised. PDP can be without an authentic chairman for 1 year. Simon 1 or D says, Governor Siminalayi Fubara Joseph is the indisputable political leader of PDP in Rivers State. Ejirika Owachuku says Governor Siminalayi Fubara remains the leader of PDP in Rivers State. Ifukibot Joseph says Port Harcourt Refinery to start working next month again. I said this month, not next month. And Eketu Jr. says PDP governors are just joking. They know that statement made by them is not working. We've heard that over and over again. And Wike still has his way. The governors are just deceiving Sim. They know the truth. All right, let's read some more messages on WhatsApp. Damiete says, Canada, if you believe what you just read on the national tabloid about Port Harcourt Refinery, then you can believe anything, bro. Damiete records. But Damiete, see, the reason why I want to believe, I want to keep my faith running as it relates to the Dangote Refinery is because of the humongous amounts that we have spent in rehabilitating, in refurbishing the Port Harcourt Refinery. And it's not just, about Buhari's time in office. During Goodluck's time, we refurbished. During Obasanjo's time, we refurbished. During Abacha's time, we refurbished. We spent huge amounts of dollars, millions, running into billions, just to refurbish, and the refineries are not working. So we need the refineries to work. And I do think it will be a good competition to that of Dangote's. But this one has Mr. K. Batubo. PDP governors say Governor Fubara is the leader PDP River State. This is a step in the right direction, but some of the national executives are playing a different game altogether. Let them prevail on the PDP NWC, and the entire state structure collapsed for Governor Fubara, because Governor Fubara is the PDP leader in River State. This is indeed what I have expected from the PDP governors when I take Clinton West. Now, this one says the PDP Governors Forum should stop deceiving the governor of River State, as verbal proclamation and press conferences in favor of Governor Fubara cannot give him the leadership status. Rather, they should show working. Also, the NNPCL and federal government are not sincere with the handling of hardship caused by the hike in the price of petroleum products. Hence, they should allow independent marketers to buy the product from Dangote so that the price can be reduced. Wike or Danaka from Italy. But Wike, I told you yesterday that Dangote, or rather the marketers are saying the only way that they can buy from Dangote Refinery is if Dangote Refinery comes out and is very transparent as to how much it sold petrol to the NNPCL. Let's see. This one says, good afternoon, sir. Dangote has opened themselves to the truth after they did that. That our refineries are not working is a myth. Something definitely is fishing that we are yet to discover. We watch and see. All right. This one says, what still surprises is that 2 months after the minimum wage was signed into law, the government has implemented it and nobody's saying anything, and the masses keep suffering via the increase of PMS price. It is a shame towards us, a nation. I did mention it yesterday, by the way. We talked about it on the show, minimum wage and all of that. I will go for a quick commercial. When I do come back, you and I will talk some more. Please stay tuned.